This is by far one of the coolest Airbnbs I've ever stayed in. Come check out how unique it really is. Hey Zosh, have a look at this. We have this most amazing kitchen here, right? This roof is on like a slope. This is really cool. You have to watch your head because I'm a bit tall. I can't actually get up to the bench without ducking. But it's just amazing. It's just amazing. The view. Have a look at the view outside. When you just look straight out there, you've got straight up the side of a pine forest mountain, right? As if that's not cool enough. Check this out. Right, we have a couple of rooms here. We'll go into the guest bedroom first. This one here is done up for like kids and stuff like that, which is really cool. I love the paper on the roof and stuff like this. So does Frilly. Frilly loves it. When we check out the room I'm staying in at the moment, oh wow. This is in the loft in the chalet. Alright, so we're in the snowfields of Austria, in the Austrian Alps. Check this out. There is an actual lake river down there which goes all the way past, and it makes this most beautiful sound when the water's flowing at night. This is one of the nicest chalet style apartments and lofts I've ever stayed in. Absolutely beautiful. Come check out Chris and Zosh's bedroom. Chris and Zosh's bedroom. Oh no, she's got to put the lights on. Before we do that, there's something I really want to show you, right? It's pretty terrible, but they have this weird toilet, right? This toilet, have a look. I've never seen one like this, right? So you sit here and it flushes at the front, so when you do your business, you can actually see it just sitting there before you flush it. It's a bit bizarre. I've never seen that before. Yeah, not sure why you'd want that, but it is what it is. Oh, come check out Chris's bedroom. Adonis. Look at this. Look at the character. They got this handwritten stuff on the walls. Oh, look. Stefan. This is cool. Check out the, apart from the TV and stuff like that, this is really nice. Nice setup. The balcony. Have a look at this. Or the balcony as they call it. My goodness, look at this. It's only really, really small. It's got a little table there that folds out. Look at this. So you can sit here and have your breakfast, but look at the view you'll be greeted with. Apart from these beautiful flowers, you have a look at the view of the Alps, Austrian Alps. Look at that. And the little streams just down here flowing along. This little place here is a little duck hutch. So you can see there's two little ducks there right now. They're just chilling out. But the views, my goodness, it's absolutely incredible. And that's what happens when you decide to stay off the beaten track in places that you wouldn't normally stay at. Well, this is about as Austrian as we're going to get. We're here at this tiny little pub that's like where we're staying. So we come downstairs and we're going to eat this food right now. We've got the local fish, which is caught just from the river outside, and the schnitzels and stuff. It's going to be amazing. It looks really, really good. And we've got ketchup to go with it. Ursula. Thank you for being cooked. Austrian is very, very limited, so we'll just do these ones. Prost. Sorry. Still here. It's filming again.
Always filming.
Always filming.
This is Stephen in the middle of editing the film.
Just trying to solve one problem.
This is why he is the way he is.
Please clear the media cache, okay? How to clear media cache.
We'll leave him at now because it gets ugly later on.
No, it does. I'm just out of my morning walk and I heard these like bells ringing across the field. So I looked over, there's a couple of cows there and they're looking at me walking because they've seen me. And they're just mooing away, so I was like, moo! Doing the same noise back. And they come running over with their like nice bells around their neck. and just have a look. And they're just going crazy, just running around the paddock in the morning. It's like 0 degrees here, so there's like frost all over the ground. But these cows are so happy. Just listen. I'll call them and I'll call back. This is great. I've been doing this for the last couple 100 meters up the road, just calling, and they're calling back, and they're following me, and then they run along, and their cowbells are going off. It's crazy. I want to get to a spot where I can actually go and like pat them because they seem quite friendly. They're waiting for me. This is gonna happen. This is not something I usually do, but I've hopped the fence and jumped the creek, and I've decided to get all icy. My boots are icy because I'm going for the ice, right? To meet these cows because I just want to see them. They seem really friendly. Hello. Hello. Danke. Danke. Danke schon. Hey. Come here, I'll scratch that for you. Here. It's 8 o'clock here. The sun hasn't even risen yet because we're so far sunken into the mountains, and those hills to our right there are just so incredibly big. But wow, what an experience to wake up with the stream right there. Hills absolutely surrounding your every view like this. Just wow. Thank you. And that is how you do the healthy salads while you're traveling. Just as simple as cutting up some fruit and veg and making it like that. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's fantastic.
Fresh and delicious.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
I'm coming back as a stick figure.
To the left, probably out of internet. I think there'll be a time one day in the future where the word telephone will get confused for telepathic because telepathy will have replaced telephony.
Telephony, telepathic. We'll have little things. Hang on, we're watching the scenery here. Let's talk about scenery and say, if you can see ahead, folks, look at that pile of wood. Now this is regular all over the place. Stephen's pulling in to give us a look.
We're going to go and we'll be on that pile. Besides, I need a wee break.
So we have an ulterior motive. Stephen's come from his ablutions trip, and this is where we're parked. Have a look at the size of that wood there. Hey? And we just pan around. There's Stefano.
Have a look at the size of the stack of wood. This is what the biggest industry in Austria is based off of. Is basically from wood plantations and from the wood industry itself. I don't even know what I'm saying about the wood industry, but I'm going to go climb the top of that and we're going to pick up you.
Oh, I wouldn't be climbing that, Stephen. Bit dangerous.
Yes, Mom.
There he is. He's
New profile picture. So today we've been driving, we saw some piles of wood and I'm like, we have to check this out. But it is really impressive because of the size of the wood piles. Have a look at that. We still haven't got to the top of this one, but it's massive. The car is all the way down there. Say hi, Zosh. It's so far down. That's Chris. Just have a look. Have a look at this. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
That's our 30-year-old teenager son up there on the pile. We inherited him from his family because they thought that they can't cope with him anymore.
Seen some pictures.
Okay, that's all you get of the view. I'm coming back to the car. We're going to get some pictures of our Golf VW Golf.
Photos. We need photos of the car from various angles.
So there's my wife going over to the car, showing it. It's a very sporty car.
That's a very good question.
It is.
Maybe you should ask Confucius.
So it's not always like this, but right now you can walk around in a nice warm shirt. It's not freezing. It's just a cool day. And the sun's out.
Mum loves that flower garden where, like, what Dad started with, got made for her. She loves it.
There's about 1,500 sawmills in Austria.
What do you think?
It's just wonderful.
Just wonderful?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, the views. How good are the views? Chris is just, he can't get enough of the footage. Have a look. Oh, now, this is camera inception here.
Leave me alone.
Right, so you're not meant to film inside these churches, but we're being a bit of a rebel. This is one of these little sorts of mini churches outside that we've been able to have a look around at, so we'll just get a quick whiz around in here. Gotta be real quiet though, because they really don't like you filming this sort of stuff. Wow. They've locked me in. This is pretty crazy. Like, I've heard about this in movies and stuff like this, but have a look right there. Okay, I don't know if you can see in there. I'm going to try and zoom in. There is, look at that, human skulls, bones and body parts and stuff under a church. What the heck is going on over here in Europe? So here is this crazy big church. I can't even fit it on the camera. As you can see, it's tall, it's huge. It would probably be a good like 60 meters tall, not even joking. But inside of this church, inside of this place has so much gold. You're not allowed to film in there because it's a religious place of worship, but it is so much gold and paintings on the roof. Like, I'm actually struggling to understand how the focus of this is meant to be on Christianity as a whole or anything like that, because this just seems to detract and put a lot of the focus onto statues, figures, paintings, people that have existed in the past, when I think the focus should be on ultimately who they're trying to worship. But it is very interesting inside. It is absolutely incredible to see. A lot of gold, a lot of architecture in there, hundreds of years of untouched beauty, right? Now we're in Austria, so in Austria, obviously World War II, they were supporters of what was going on with World War II with the Nazis next door. So these places survive because of that sort of stuff. So Austria's heritage is very intact. It's very interesting though, it's very interesting, a very beautiful place. When you have a look around where we are, let's just go for a little wander here, you'll see the beautiful, beautiful mountains that surround this place. It's nestled in one of the most untouched little utopias I've come across in Austrian Alps yet. So we're in this really traditional German style microbrewery, and it's been turned into this restaurant as well. Food is amazing. We've got some like dumplings here with some mushrooms. What do you got, Zosh? The same as me? But it's a smaller portion. And Chris over there, he's taking a photo of his food. He's got rump steak with traditional...
And have a look at the way it's cooked. Perfect.
Wow. It's just incredible. So we're going to give it a try, see what we think. Sun clubs. Check this place here out, right? This is classic of all over Europe. Problem is, in Europe, you see, it's winter for so long that they don't get their vitamin D from the sun. So there's a million of these places everywhere in every city where you can go get your solarium tan on and feel a little bit better during the cold months of winter. I actually have no idea what that experience is like, because being from Australia, it's pretty sunny. You know, we have sun pretty much all day, every day. So yeah, I don't know what it would be like to be in winter here. Definitely be an experience.
What are you having for lunch today?
Austrian dumplings.
Sounds very nice. And Stephen, what are you having for lunch today?
What am I having for lunch today? I'm having the mushrooms locally grown with dumplings handmade, and an amber style beer that's brewed here locally in this very building by this lovely gentleman who's just about to come.
That's why I'm driving, I gather.
Yeah, Chris is driving because I need a beer to take off the nerves. You see, on our way here, I reversed the car to find this car park in the middle of the road. I stopped, went very slowly, and all of a sudden I felt this little bump. Looked in the rear view mirror, the centre one, and saw that I was on top of a motorbike's wheel. He'd come in, and I'd a combination of reversing and just love tapped him. So it just got off, pulled away into the little car park, sorted it out. He didn't speak any English, I didn't speak any German or Austrian or whatever he speaks here in Austria. So he ended up just saying, no, it's fine, it's fine. He drove off, rode off, and then it was all good. And now we're here because we need a beer to take the nerves off.
Yes, exactly.
Welcome to Europe.
Yes, that's all right.
So thank you, Chris, for taking the Thank you, I appreciate that. Very well done, very well done.
He had a little cry, but he's okay now.
Just a little cry.
Okay. Just heading into a little town, village. Wouldn't call it a town, but there's a nice church up there, and we have a variety of houses around, but probably about a 200 or 300 people town, and we're now heading out. Plenty of motorbikes around. They're enjoying these windy roads.
So Chris, Zosh and I were sitting around the table this morning and we thought, where can we go today? So we just literally looked at the map that was within about 100k radius of where we were staying, and we were like, Marizel looks like a nice place, and it has turned out to be magnificent. This place, wow. That's the whole reason why we came here today and how we got here.
It'll stand out on the black.
Right, we've come all the way from Australia. This land down under, and we're going to put this sticker onto our little Golf, which we don't have a name for yet, just to let people know where we're from, to be a little bit courteous to us, because we are driving on the wrong side of the road.
And I can see us coming from the back.
Zosha. Right there. Look at that. Let's do this. It's done. It is done.